Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Sean from Sean K Beauty. And we are doing today peptides versus ceramides. What is the difference? What are the benefits? That's what I'm bringing to you today. If you're new to my channel, my background is molecular microbiology and biochemistry. I bring science to beauty. I also do other stuff, but for the sake of this video, I'm bringing the science to this question, and I will let you all know that I will go back to Sean K's Beauty Bar. You guys have been asking me to do that again with all the questions you've been asking. So what Sean K's Beauty Bar is, you leave your questions down below and I feature them here on this channel. So this question today is coming from my beautiful friend here and subscriber, Malika, and she asked me if I can do a video speaking to this, and I was much obliged to do that. So Malika, thank you so much for that question. This is why I love my channel and my community. So let's talk about the structure first. I'll bring the science to that, give you some understanding to what that is, and then we'll talk to the benefits. And all of this information is to really help you to become a well-versed consumer. So when you go into the store, you know what you're getting, why you're getting it, and what are the benefits you're getting from it. Does that make sense? So let's get into what is a peptide, and then I'll go into what is a ceramide. Okay, so here is a molecular structure of a peptide. A peptide is a short chain amino acid that can range from 2 to 50 amino acids, and they are held together in a bond called a peptide bond. The way you distinguish them from proteins is that proteins can have up to 50 or more amino acids bonded together. So that's how they differ, and I'll show you the difference as you can see right here in this diagram. All right, so let's talk about the molecular structure of a ceramide. So here is your molecular structure. A ceramide is one that consists of shingosin and fatty acids, so it's more lipid-based. And we have this naturally occurring in the stratum corneum, actually both of them, right? Peptides as well as your ceramides naturally occur in the body. So this is found in the stratum corneum, your ceramides, and it's at high concentration from 40 to 50%. But we have a decline of them as we age, and you also have a decline when you have dry skin. Okay, so what their purpose is that they create, or should I say, they are the glue that brings the surface area of the skin cells together. So they lock them together. So with it being more lipid-based, the advantage of this is that it creates a barrier for the skin. And this barrier, because they are lipid-based, is water impermeable. So where do you think that would fit as a benefit to you? I'll give you all a minute to leave your response down below. Kidding. Okay, so where this is a benefit to you is that it prevents water loss. So this impermeable barrier that is created on the skin is going to help to keep the water in, as well as bring about a smoothness and a firmness to the skin. Now I'm going to talk about peptides further on in the video, but I'm just giving you a little bit of context here about your ceramides. What we want to do is use products with ceramides in it, because it's going to replenish what is lost and they can fortify themselves. If you have dry skin, like I said, you know, the decline of ceramides happens as well. Dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis. And remember I mentioned in previous videos, if you're finding your skin is extremely dry, more times than not, it is the water that you're cleansing your face with, and it's also the products that you're using are way too alkaline, and you really need to find pH balanced products. pH balanced products you can find at Tula, SkinCeuticals, Paula's Choice, Estee Lauder. You know, there's a lot of brands out there with pH balanced products. Good Molecules also has pH balanced products, and they're transparent about their pH. So if you're a man, your pH on your face should be a 5.8. If you're a woman, a 5.5. And the key then becomes purchasing skincare products between a 4.5 and a 6. Now, using ceramides with pH balanced products is going to be beneficial to you because we also have something called microbiomes. And I won't go into that in this video. I've talked about microbiomes extensively in my past videos, and I can revisit that if I get a question on it. But essentially, creating a healthy skin's barrier is going to require your ceramides and your pH balanced products in a nutshell. But since we're on the topic of ceramides, what you can do is you can purchase products that are rich in ceramides, and ceramides can fortify themselves. So once you replenish your ceramide loss, if I can say that, they can fortify themselves to bring about that smoothness to the skin, create that barrier, prevent that water loss, firmen up the skin. Now, here's the thing. We do see ceramides a lot in our higher end skincare products. CeraVe also has ceramides in their products that you buy at Target. Now, granted, they are still pretty expensive, but they are really great products nonetheless if you want to get them on a more reasonable price point than your higher end. Now, in your higher end, more times than not, it's synthetic based ceramides. And the reason why you see synthetic based ceramides is because ceramides that naturally occur are unstable. Okay, so they use these synthetic ceramides because they're stable. And the only downside to them is the absorption and the penetration of them. So to get your ceramides to really penetrate well into the skin, which might be one of you all's next question, is does it, pay to buy a higher end skincare now that you know that it's synthetic and the absorption is not the greatest? Well, they integrate your ceramides with liposomes. And I won't go into liposomes, but what they are is they're lipid-based molecules as well. They act as a vehicle to bring those ceramides into the skin and to bring in that penetration easier with the ceramide. So they are an escort, just like water, if you will, to bring that ceramide deeper into the skin when you topically put it on. I hope I didn't lose you all. So going into peptides, what they do is the peptides consist of antioxidants. I talked about antioxidants and how they help free radicals to get stable by loaning them an electron. So I won't go into that. However, what these will do, because they have those antioxidants, is reduce inflammation. So they bring about a soothing and a calming to the skin. They're excellent for those with sensitive skin. Peptides also stimulate collagen. So if you're looking for the next anti-aging thing, this would be great to find products with your peptides in it, because they stimulate collagen, they bring about that smoothness and firmness, much like the advantage of using something with ceramides in it as well. And they are less invasive than your retinol. So most people will opt for the peptide route other than your retinol route because this one is less invasive, and you can use this one along with most of your skincare ingredients. Now, the thing you don't want to use this with is your AHA, which is glycolic acid. As you all know, glycolic acid is a small molecule. And remember I said the smaller the molecule, the faster the absorption into the skin and the more aggressive it is. So don't use it with an AHA, but you can use this along with a vitamin C. I don't want to go too deep into it, but just to give some idea of one over the other, one is more amino acid rich, the other one is more lipid rich. The next thing is they both kind of do the smoothness and the firmness to the skin. However, if you're one that is starting your anti-aging routine, then go after those that have peptide-rich products. If you have sensitive skin, go after your peptide-rich products, okay? If you have dry skin, go after the ceramides. If you're seeing the fine lines and the upper layer of your skin getting really thin, go after your ceramides. If you're seeing that you have a lot of water loss, go after that, replenish that ceramide into your skincare routine. So to answer the question to anyone who says, can I mix ceramides and peptides together, which I'm sure that would be your next question, the answer is yes, you can mix them together, especially if you have dry or dehydrated skin, like I mentioned earlier, or if you have sensitive skin, you can definitely mix these together. The peptides, because they're small, they actually penetrate the skin really quickly. And your ceramides, they are actually on the outer layer of the skin, helping to retain that moisture. So hopefully you all found this video helpful. The discussion continues, my friends. I'm so hoping that I added value to you, Malika, and I didn't have or overwhelm you with so much information. But again, you know how to reach me on Instagram and as well down in the comments. So, if you all have further questions about this, definitely reach out to me. I love you all. I want you to be empowered. I want you to be equipped. I want you to be educated. Gone are the days when we are consumers that are just buying products because someone is throwing it at us. We want to know what we're using, and we want to know what the benefits are. And so that's why I really value questions like this, because it even though it's weighty as far as information go, it's very information rich. It is beneficial. So that's my stance on that. Like they say, it's by wisdom that kings rule and nobles declare right things, and the people perish for a lack thereof. So I want you all to be with wisdom and to have the knowledge and information. So before you pick up a bottle, you know exactly, looking at the ingredients, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. Okay, so this has, and then grabbing something else. Okay, so this has this, this, and this. I know what this is going to do. And I know what this ceramide means and what it's going to do. I know what this peptide means and what it's going to do. So, yeah, that is it for this video. I love you, love you, love you all so much. Malika, mwah, huge love and kisses to you, my friend. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next one. Ciao for now.